Hello everybody, this is Bench85 and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 17 Season 2. I know I talked about doing the potatoes today and we might still if we got time. The sun is setting, beautiful sunset. I have a crazy idea, which is why that tractor and trailer's here and why this one's here and empty. A very crazy idea. I don't know if it'll work, but this little piece of wood here is going to tell us if this is possible. I want to know, can I move the wood with these guys and dump it back out? So this one is a dumps back. So does it actually dump it out? Not really. Well, if I do that, it will. Back up and then... yeah, so it kind of does. So what about the non-tip sides? That guy's got a... like a roll in the bottom of it that sends all the stuff out the back. I think I made it in. Oof. So if I tell this guy to empty out, what happens? Okay, I see the bell. Oh, it's working! It's gonna roll it all the way to the back, right? Oh man, guys, I think we have a solution. I think we have something that could work here. So it's going to roll it all the way back up to the front, close the lid. Alright. Perfect. Well, instead of using this chipper here, we are going to have to bring that chipper home because we are not going to be chipping out in the woods here anymore. Nope. We... we're gonna set up a station at home. Alright, so it turns out I ran out of storage, so let's restart this. Yeah, we are gonna take, save point. We're gonna take all of our stuff home. I hooked this up once, why won't it hook up? There we go. We're going to take all the wood home in small form like that in the wagon. And we're going to chip everything at home. The reason for that, if you're wondering, is the hardest part about this, or the most tedious I should say, is the fact that we got to drive the wood chips to wherever we're unloading and selling. And it's kind of a pain because, you know, the wood and stuff is basically a compressed form. And wood chips are the uncompressed form, so you take up a lot of space. Basically, you can't haul a lot of material, and you're only getting what, 20,000 a load right now, and that's at, you know, the extended price. So instead, we need to change things up a little bit. I want to try this. And we're gonna end up spending some, oh, forgot about that piece of wood. We're gonna end up spending some money here, but we're gonna make money in the end. At least that's the idea. Right about there. No? There we go. Now we're hooked up. Perfect. So this guy's staying here, the end loader's gonna stay here for now. This guy needs to come back home because the second thing we also need is we're gonna have to get some grass, so I'm gonna have to cut the meadow. Probably gonna run out of daylight before I can do that. And while I'm setting this stuff up, I figured I should let you guys know too, I've been looking at the mods and stuff that have been coming out. One of the things that's finally got updated to Farming Simulator 17. Oh, excuse me. I usually try not to yawn. Usually not yawning because I'm excited about what I'm recording, and I am excited, but the Seasons mod has finally been released for Farming Simulator 17 to make it very realistic, and I kind of want to see how that works out, or what it's about, but it's way too early to end this season. We're going to have a lot of stuff that we're going to do. So, let me start planning and laying this stuff out here, and I'll bring you guys back when I have it all figured out. Alright, so I think I've got everything I need. So it's time for the craziness to start out. I did end up getting a low loader here to help make some of this stuff moving a little bit easier. Plus we're going to use it for the logging equipment as we move it around, because we're not going to stay here. We're probably going to log up in the hills somewhere. Find a good spot for it. So, time to build some stuff now. I think I hope I have enough money. So, I want to put one of these buildings in right here. Right about there. Perfect. Let me see how it looks. Okay, that's exactly where I want that to sit. And then if I go back into placeables, we need to place one of these guys down. Okay, so it looks like it sits like so, so it's open to that side. Perfect. So let's go take a look at it. So this is the secret, everything we need to do. We need to put wood chips into here. Question is how fast it'll allow me to put it in there. That'll be the interesting part. I need this guy here first. Really? You're gonna get stuck? Gosh darn it all. The problem is I can't hook up to it with this truck because it's got the back portion on it. So my goal is to just, there we go, push it off. Perfect. That was a little cheaty, but bear with me. So the reason we got all this stuff here is I figured we gotta plan ahead. I just want to get the first part going here. Oop. The reason I mentioned planning ahead, well, if I'm cutting over the top of the tipper, cutting the pieces off, I'm gonna end up probably putting wood chips into the tipper itself. Oh, right about there. Perfect. And we can't have that. Well, I mean, it's going to happen regardless. There's no two ways around it. So I figure we're going to have to load up the wood chips that are put on the ground. Because when the tipper dumps out... There we go. I'm just going to put this over here for now. When the tipper dumps out the logs, it's going to dump out the wood chips as well. So I'll set up those other ones based on how things are going to work out, but we need to test it first. So I want to see how this all works. And it may turn out that this is a big bust, that little item there is not going to allow us to feed much into it. Maybe it only feeds a little bit at a time, I don't know. but we won't know until we try, right? Oop, wrong button. That's what I wanted to do. Perfect. Now this guy gets unfolded. See if we're in the right spot for it. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so without getting too crazy, let's go cut 1 tree's worth into the chipper and we'll see what happens. Let's test this on camera. We gotta go, whoa. That corner always gets me. This truck is unbelievably maneuverable. It surprises me every time. Alright. I always forget I have to go quite a ways in there. Okay, so we got our tipper. Let's grab a tree. Let's just grab this one right here. Oh, that explains it. Hitting the ground. Let's see. Right about there. Perfect. I've noticed that if you do a pretty good job of trying to swing it in a direction that you want it to go after you cut it, it does a pretty good job of falling in the direction you want it to go. Okay, so the idea now is... Oh, you know what? I don't know if the wood chips are going to go in there. We may not need all of those, yeah, they're all going on the ground. Oh, that actually simplifies things a lot. But yeah, I basically want to be able to load up, you know, a bunch of trees into this thing. And we already know that these little pieces work really well. And I'm just going to cut 1 tree for now. Wow, this is working really well. One more piece. Oh, 1 more. There we go. I actually ended up cutting both of them, it looks like. So, if we bring this over, so they're all going to stay in there really well. They're easy to transport this way. We could probably fit about 5 trees in there. 5 to 6 trees. So that's over 2 truckfuls of wood chips. So the idea is we're going to be able to bring this here. We'll probably back it into one of these slots. Probably the closer one now, because it turns out we don't need those conveyors. So we basically go like this. We hit Control I. We unload here. It should push them all out. Hopefully. Yep, it's working. Look at that. Apparently they didn't all go in. So if I do that, and it might be that we gotta unload it a couple times, but it still beats how it normally works out, so. And maybe it doesn't all unload. Maybe that one's stuck. I don't know. It's worth a try though, right? I don't know if that one's gonna get out of there either. Some of the stuff in the front of the truck may not fall. There, good enough. Oh look, now you wanna come out of there, huh? So then the next thing we're gonna need is our telehandler. Oh yeah, now it moves. I don't think it actually closed properly. No, it did. There we go. Because I need the bucket. Oh, there's a log right there. Because I'm not going to put them in one at a time. So then this guy's... Well, we're probably going to have two of them. We'll just see how we do this. And the reason I got the building here is if I dump them into there, I should be able to just go like this. Take them right up to the wall like that. And scoop some up. Like so. So we're at 59,000. So now's where we see what happens, right? We'll extend it a little bit. Let's see if we can drop like one of them in there. Okay, so it's crunched it. So it must not be seeing that. It's probably looking for an inventory. Oh, wait. There's just squirting stuff out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Is it going to work? Oh, you know what? I think it's going to do it really slowly. And we don't make much money for it at all. And if we do it too fast, let's just see what happens. So if we dump them all in there, it's not actually showing anything staying in there. So is it just, what is it, 233 at a time? Well, that's unfortunate, but it does keep doing it. So yeah, we don't make much money doing it that way. So you know what we should probably do? We should probably set up that guy, our chipper, at whatever location we're selling at. And I should be able to just do like Control I, and it'll put it on the ground wherever it is. It should sell to that point, and then we can just sell straight to that building, and then we can just bring a whole load. So in other words, this stuff is probably not needed now. I told you it was a crazy idea, but you know, I want to See if I can get this to work. Oh, I forgot this can go up and down. So we're gonna have to fold this guy back up. We're gonna have to put everything away. Yeah, I wanted to look at this. So we got, what, 2 locations for wood chips, or 3? We got the sawmill, we got the farm shop wood, and we got the biogas wood. So if we look at the map, we've got the biogas wood, which is up there. It's a bit of a trek, but I mean, we can haul quite a few trees that way if we do it that way. The sawmill's way up there, so the biogas plant is actually closer for us. Closest of all. And it would give us the chance to play around up in the woods, basically. Well, maybe we gotta set stuff up that way. So that means I'm going to have to... Well, first of all, let's just sell some of the stuff that we don't need. We don't need this guy. We don't need this one. Oh shoot, actually we probably, well, we can make it work with these guys. We're going to keep both of these because I think we're going to use them both to simplify where we're working with things. And this guy, we're going to take half the value. We're going to take quite a hit on that. And everything else should be good. So I made some money back. But I'm gonna have to load those logs up there, and that shed will probably stay put. And I am running out of daylight. So I'm gonna set things up here, and I get the feeling that I may have to wait until morning because well, like I said, I'm running out of daylight, and it's going to take me a while to get this stuff over to the biogas plant. There we go. Oh yeah, I can move it with this guy. I was like, how do I put it on there? But we can use the this guy here, because I'm not carting the chipper all the way there. We're gonna load it up on this sucker here, and we're gonna cart it there with the semi, because like I said, we're going to use the low loader probably quite a bit. Ooh. Uh-oh. The problem is we're not going to have anything on the other end to unload it with. Oop. Just forget how well this thing steers. How far back can we go? To there? That should be perfect. So I will set things up. We know it'll work. And I'll probably get one full truck full brought over there, and well, I'll show you guys how it all works. And apparently we're playing around with this stuff this episode, and we're gonna end up doing the potatoes next episode. So I'll meet you guys over there at the biogas plant in the morning. You know I said I was gonna meet you guys in the morning here, but I don't know if we've driven to the biogas plant. If we have, well, you get a second trip. If not, well, you get to see the trip for once finally. I know it's been requested to see the driving portion, and I don't mind as long as they don't lose this thing. At least that's the goal. And these roads aren't going to be the nicest heading through here. Probably should do this just to make sure everybody knows that we're carrying a big load here that's apparently falling off the side. Did that in the first like couple seconds of driving the darn thing. Okay, now's when we have to start slowing down here. Because these are some sharp turns. Some sharp corners. And I don't want to dump it off. Because it's going to be hard to get it loaded back up, and it's... I mean, I could probably just hook to it with the... Really? Let's see if we can force it backwards here. Oh boy. Oh boy. That did not hook up right at all. I don't know if we can get down the road portion here. Let me try to convince it to go different places here. We still got the chipper, kind of. Let's go off the road for... No. Back it up a little more. Oh, you know what I think it did? I think it hooked, or tried hooking up to that rear hook that I have on there. No, still doesn't want to go. So this is turning out even better than I hoped. Okay, can I back up now? Okay, good. Let's try the other side of the road here. You're just not going to let me pass that, are you? Just the way the train is set up there. Well, in that case... let's just take the fun way. This is gonna end really badly, by the way, guys. We just gotta get down there to the road, right? Go! You can make it! Oh, wait, we got some traction. I cannot see where I'm going. I see the road though. Oh no, we hit a tree. Okay, let's try to avoid the tree. Okay. Then we need to turn here. I don't know how we still have our payload. Oh great, another one of these things. So let's just go fast. Oh, we made it. Okay, this low boy is not going to work well for moving equipment to the biogas plant. I have a feeling we're going to lose it here. We're going to hit pretty hard, I think, one of these. No, maybe not. We're almost there. Beautiful area, though. And here is the biogas plant. So if we come in here, and we try to sneak past here, there's a scale right there. Come on, you can make it through there. Okay, maybe you can't make it through there. Really? We made it this far? Well then, oh, that's right. I can't hook to it with it like that. Oh, lovely. Now I'm stuck on something else. Probably stuck on the scale sign, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so is it far enough back that I can peel it off of the trailer? At this point, I really just don't even care. Or maybe it'll just... There we go. You know you want to peel it off of there. Hey, we made it. Okay, so here's the wood chips. Alright. So this is where we're going to set up camp. Oh, I didn't take the question mark. And it's probably a solid fence, so we might be able to just dump them all along here. We don't need a building, and we can just scoop them up. Perfect. Alright, well, I'm going to try to get equipment here, and, well, wish me the best. Oh, we've actually got a trail headed this way, kind of. Where does it go? Probably nowhere I can go with this trailer. Because this trailer does not like off-roading whatsoever. The truck likes to go off-roading. Trailer, not so much. I'm just looking for a trail of some sort. Oh, there's a road right up there. Oh, look at that. I'm stuck. Whose brilliant idea was it to come up here with this trailer? I don't know. If I ever make it back home and get stuff here, I'll bring you guys back and we'll see how our system works. I guess I gotta back it up down the hill. This will be fun. Crap. Hello everybody, welcome to the next morning here. I finally got myself a load of logs here, and I'm really glad that I was not keeping you guys along while I was doing this. Found out having a lot of these pieces around, especially in a wagon, you might be noticing it now too, it gets your frame rate a little bit. Especially if you're driving in a tipper. So it wasn't great. It was usable. I mean, I was able to get here, obviously. But time to see how this all works. Should be able to just dump a bunch of them in there. Let it go, and we... Yep, it is following all the conveyors. We should start seeing money pour in, hopefully. $48, that's not that $250. Okay, that's a little more promising. $247, alright. Now I know it's not going to be a huge amount. I think that's each of the logs going through, basically. Ooh, 583 on that load. That didn't work out so well. It's just going to be a case of a lot of scooping stuff up here and trying to take it to the machine. If I feel that's not working, I can always just toss a bunch in by hand too. We know that works. But at least we'll be able to make some money. I mean, we should have... Oh, and not all of them went in either. So we made over $1,000 on the logs that we did do. Apparently every once in a while you're gonna have to rearrange them a little bit to get them to go through. There, now they all went through. So let's watch. 47. 250, so about 300. About 550. Anything else gonna go through? Oh, there we go. So about $1,300. It's not. Oh, then another scoop. Oh, so about $1,700 and a little more than a bucket full. I would say that's all pretty doable. It sure beats chipping and then hauling those wood chips, if you ask me. So, I mean, it's not going to make us a huge amount of money because, you know, they did nerf the whole wood and wood chip market. We'll probably have to haul in some wood anyways, just to see how it works out, see how the prices are. Apparently I'm not getting a good scoop full here. There we go. It could be worse. And we'll just see how that all works out. But unfortunately, what were we wanting to get to today? Oop. Oh, don't want to move it. Otherwise it's not going to... Yeah, it doesn't know. Darn it. Nope. Hit the wrong part. I need to try to knock it over. Might have been too far. Nope, it's going on there. Perfect. Gotta be careful how I load everything up here. Honestly, I just got back from my weekend vacation trip that we took as a family, so I don't exactly remember what I was planning on doing this episode beyond this wood stuff. Oh, I know what it was. The potatoes. Right. Well, I needed to make some money in order to purchase that field and then do the equipment to get the potatoes. That's what we were going to do. Basically, we were going to make enough money to purchase it and then hopefully turn that into a profit when we sell the potatoes and possibly the cornfield. That's by us too. I guess the real question is if we check them, are they ready to harvest already? Are we too late? Let me check quick. It's gonna be 45, which is still growing, 57, which is still growing. So we still got time to make some money at least. And we made a few grand since I started doing this and brought you guys back here. So I mean, it's not the worst. We still got a decent amount of wood sitting here. So I mean, instead of hauling in like 20,000 worth of wood chips, I may have hauled in, you know, like $35,000 worth of wood chips maybe. I don't know, I'll have to do the math and see how it works out. But I guess I'll let you guys know that in the next episode. But I think after spilling all those pieces of wood, I'm gonna wrap this up here. So thank you all for watching. Oh, don't dump it across the machine. And as always, guys, take it easy.